Are you an entrepreneur or a business owner that is suffering from high levels of anxiety, and maybe that sends you into a tailspin? In this video, I'm going to be giving you some short-term, immediate, and long-term relief. Stay tuned. This is Simon Lovell bringing you growth in under 10 minutes. And this video is specifically for entrepreneurs, business owners that are going through lots of anxiety. And the first thing to do is recognize what creates that trigger. I was speaking to a client just a few moments ago, and he was talking to me about his week and how he had a great week, but then this one thing set him off, right? This conversation with a client, then that kind of like put something into his mind, and then he created a story from that, and that sent him off, and it actually stopped him from being efficient in his business for a couple of days. And that's not good when we need to be at high performance, okay? So what I explained to him was, first of all, noticing the pattern, right? That's one of the most powerful things to do, is to get awareness around what the triggers are. The other thing to do is to understand that there are certain things that are going to happen in the moment, but then there's also this underlying, nervous fight or flight that we can actually start to resolve. For example, if we meditate because we've got anxiety, that's very different from if we're meditating every day to actually change this baseline that we have of our own consciousness. And the more that we raise our self-awareness and our consciousness, more of those habits and our negative thought patterns and the triggers start to go away. So first of all, what I want to say to you is that be aware that anxiety, okay, while you can deal with it in its moments, we've also got to look at the bigger picture. So if you're going through anxiety right now, the first thing I want you to do is breathe as you would breathe if you were calm, okay? Because when we go into anxiety, we breathe a different way. The other thing to do is I want you to address the story that you're creating. What's the reality, and what's the story that you're creating of the event that you're pushing, so you're pulling into the present moment, because you're jumping ahead, right? You're jumping into the future, you think that something's going to happen, and now it's creating this reality for you, and that's shutting your body down. It's important to be aware of that, because we can alleviate that, but if the story continues, all right, that's going to be devastating to your nervous system. So understand that the moment you go into anxiety, there's a corresponding thought that's affecting that body and your body shutting down, okay? The next thing to do is to recognize, right, that we need to start to change these associations to certain things. For example, what I know to be true a lot for entrepreneurs and business owners when it comes to anxiety is an overactive ego, this desire, for example, for material success, and this compulsion and this impatience, okay? So have a think about that. Does that resonate with you? Impatience, compulsion, chasing, racing, competition, because all of that speeds everything up, and that in itself creates a lot of anxiety, right? Deadlines, money, all of these things. But what's happening is that we're creating a reality that's not true. It's an illusion, right? And when we can actually come into the present moment and actually deal with that, and also set up a daily routine and an energy routine that slows everything down and helps us to be more calm and confident, this radically helps. I'm working with entrepreneurs and business owners on a weekly basis, and these are high-performing individuals. And what I notice as the biggest things that shift them, okay, is their consistency around an energy routine. It's reframing of certain beliefs that they have around different situations, and also them actioning the things that they don't do for themselves, i.e. accountability, right? Me asking them to go and do something that they've been putting off, because there's so much time spent and energy in the business and not actually having fulfillment and joy and fun and all of those things that's created by the mind, okay? So from a short-term perspective, I can give them a tool to alleviate them when they're in a panic, but my solution long-term is to look at beliefs, is to reframe and to get them to implement a practice, not just things like fitness, but like mindset practice, so that they've got a sharp mind, so that these things, it's not that they don't come up, it's that they don't come up as often and it's not so intense, right? It's just like being in that survival mode. right? If I've got someone who's in survival, I've got to get them out of survival, because in coming out of survival, what's going to happen is that's going to free up a lot of energy. So all of this is about energy, right? Freeing up energy so that you're in a good space, not unhealthy soothing, right? Versus healthy soothing, drinking versus meditation, distraction on social media versus going for a walk. All of these habits that have to be trained, because our life is from a series of habits that are now ingrained, that we need to have awareness that we need to break. For example, looking at our phone too much, or spending too much time, up late, and I'm sure you've experienced this, right, on the computer till, X number on your computer until, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're completely zoned in on the computer. You're not really doing anything, but it's like it's taken over you. It's our job to cultivate you getting your power back, right? You being in control versus something being in control of you. And the big thing about anxiety is that when we don't really understand ourselves and how we operate, right, we can't go into solution, right? So getting to know yourself and understand how your body works is incredibly important. I actually put together a program called Entrepreneur Evolution that you might want to check out down in the comments below. And this is all about getting you back into that healthy space within you so that you can run your business. It's about being in alignment. It's about being your best self, because the best of your business will come from you being the best within yourself and knowing yourself and being confident within yourself. Not an illusion of confidence, but truly having a grounded, confident, calm way of being, right? Which is incredibly important. I will see you in another video. Hit the subscribe button and also that bell to make sure that you get regular updates. I'll see you very soon.